Hey you guys, how is it going? It is Clary Berry, and I'm here today to bring to you the Ethereum reading. This is going to be the forecast for Ethereum from August 29th through 31st of 2021. So let's go ETH. Let's see what's going to go on. If you guys were here for last week, you would have known we had kind of down on 25, 26. Give or take a little bit there. 27th we knew was going to be a good day, and 28 not so horrible either. I mean, it was down from 27, I think, but you see there's one thing I'm just going to mention. See how the cards got all mixed up because of the way that I shuffled. It just comes through and comes across to start off kind of pushing a theme of confusion a little bit here. And that's just, again, because I know the reading as well. So let's start out. Right away, we have Mercury moving into Libra. And, you know, I think that's going to be pretty good for us. Our minds are going to be on love and money through November 5th. Okay. So if you're a lover, you know, you're going to really be focusing on love probably, and depending on different things in your own charts, and depending, you know, it could be money as well. We have that great Venus influence there with Libra, but yeah, just kind of a note there. The winds of time are changing, and it's beautiful. A lot of interest in money during this fall, and you know what is, again, the masses, like the actual masses, are still just wrapping their minds around, just beginning to wrap their minds around what actually is crypto. I mean, if you look at elderly people who have tons of money sometimes, but they don't even know what's going on. Like when they first computer screens come out, they're asking, you know, is there ink in there? Like, what's going on? We don't, you know, they have to learn. I mean, everybody has to learn the technology regardless of age, but you know, there's a learning curve for sure. So just keep that in mind, how early we are. All the time I think about it, and I love to talk about it. The 30th is the start of Mercury Sextile Natal Sun. This is good. It's a good aspect. It means there's going to be a lot of, I'm getting a lot of love, but really there could be a lot of news, a lot of talking, a lot of people even just thinking, but I think it's really going to be more like chatty, like you're gonna meet up with your friends and talk. She's waiting, like she's got her little staff here, but this, you know, it's coming across as like a microphone and a speaking piece. And again, news, there's going to be sharing of ideas, people talking about Ethereum, and I think that's going to be pretty good. But that's just a starting aspect to keep in mind. So it's just going to be getting started on the 30th. It's going to peak more about the 5th. So good energy coming through with that aspect. But on the 30th, we actually have the peak of Mercury Sextile Natal Saturn. And this is, okay, we have the 9 in reverse here on this. It might not be that bad. The 30th is Mercury, the peak of Mercury Sextile Natal Saturn, like I said, and it's kind of like things could still go pretty well here, or, you know, maybe just kind of go a little bit sideways and a little bit up. You know, I don't think we're going to go down here. I think we're going to have a good day, maybe with some of that boost of that Mercury Sextile Natal Sun as well. I mean, coming into play, so you can't underestimate that. So I think it's going to be all right. I think 30 is going to be, again, it's not going to be like the biggest thing ever, probably, but I don't think it's going to be bad. And plus the 29th and the 28th were both like decent, and if it's going down the 28th, it's probably going to rebound a little bit, but that's just my thinking here. The 31st is kind of a big day for energy shifting. We have the start of Venus sesquiquadrate Natal Neptune. I love to get that. Like, again, these ideas are changing. The whole idea, what we're doing, any ways that we may have been stuck, kind of realizing, oh, we have the power to get through that. So again, kind of this great learning and getting somewhere, like really realizing now I mean, there's some accomplishment there. And these are good cards here, especially for the 31st and the 30th. Okay. But yeah, that Venus, that's a quadrant natal Neptune getting started. I wouldn't say it's that great of energy. But again, don't think it's going to be horrible either. Also, the start on the 31st of Sun trine natal Pluto. That's, again, kind of this, it's not necessarily bad, but it's muted. There's a waiting, there's a planning, there's a, we're about to get going aspect to it. It's kind of the evolution that comes before the whatever, you know, that's big where everybody catches on, you know. It's that for those first moves, that inner, you know, the changes that we're making in our own lives here. Again, mental is always good because it's buzzing, it's transactions, it's news, it's talking, it's not standing still energy. So despite, you know, again, some of this energy that's coming through as like waiting a little bit, and again, kind of like planning energy. It's like we're about to do something. We're about to make a move. Just gotta get it just right. And again, that's literally probably people like planning on being like, yeah, next time I get my payday, I think I'm gonna put some into Ethereum. You know, like I get paid in 5 days. You know, like that sort of thing. So we have, again, the important thing to note here, really, again, with the aspects coming through already that we just talked about, this planning energy, these are the first two that I've just talked about, aspects of things that are happening, you know, on the 31st. The next one is also a starting energy, Venus square natal Mars. This is kind of, again, it's that iffy. It's that kind of up and down. I feel like if there's some ups, it's going to be short. It's going to be short into ups. You know, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be very high, something like that. So this is, but it's positive energy. And again, it's very much holding its own. There's not a lot of backsliding energy coming through at all. You know, if we're not going up, we're definitely able to maintain or stay right around there. Okay, which is all you really need to know, right? So we have the start again on the 30th to wrap that up. 3 sort of good aspects. Just giving it to you straight. But, okay, so the 31st, we actually have Mars in conjunct Uranus peak, okay? 2s again. You guys love the 2s here? It goes with the, it's just balanced. It's balanced energy. We talked in the beginning about Mercury, about the love aspect. It's either love or money, or, you know, trying to impress your love with your Bitcoin. But there's also just a lot of passion that is still here, and it's still coming through, even if it is in this very, you know, kind of balanced way. Okay? So it's probably going to say that it just feels like it's not going to make the biggest moves of ever, you know, out of all the cryptos this week or these few days. You know, it's not going to make the biggest moves during this time, and that's okay, because it's not going to lose a lot. It's still going to be loved, still going to have that baby to come home to, you know, that lover to come home to. People are not giving up, you know, they're just waiting, and they're planning their growth and evolution. And again, the idea has a lot to do with just, again, we've been talking a lot about Pluto and Mercury lately, and how deep we're going and understanding, and it really ties into that as well, with just coming to, you know, again, really going down the rabbit hole as far as like what you can do on these new, you know, platforms, on Ethereum now, and Cardano with these smart contracts. And it's just so far beyond. The public has grasped NFTs, and they kind of sort of dabbled into Bitcoin in a weird way, you know, with a lot of FUD. And so we have, you know, again, that's another factor in realizing how new and fresh, you know, these are all 2s. 2s are just getting started. It's when you first get started on your bike and you start pedaling and you just get your balance, you just learn how to get your balance. So that's what you do. You put 2 hands on the pedal. You're not messing around. You're not going to be riding down the street, you know, texting. I saw a kid the other day riding down the street, the whole street, like not even putting his hands on the wheel at all, and he was like intently texting, and I was just a little laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. He's got really good balance and focus, but yeah. It's like, it's that first stage, you know, where you're not messing around, you're focused, and you're gonna get there, you know, and no frills. So that's kind of the energy. All right, so we pretty much talked about the 31st. Oh wait, so actually, let's look at this. I want a clarifying card. Mars is in conjunct, peak of Mars in conjunct natal Uranus. Okay, so yeah, it's, again, it's the same thing. It's creative energy. It's good. It's loved. It's making moves. It's doing work. It is. Ethereum is doing work here, and there is fresh new energy that is coming through, which is great. And there can be, you know, things that are even sort of out of the ordinary come through. We've got a, you know, this is a good aspect, and a lot of good, you know, good, pretty good, at least, you know, not bad energies going, starting there. So it should be, you know, coming into some even better times as well. Something to look forward to. We'll see what else is coming our way. Just to give you guys a little bonus here, looking at the first, we have the sun is going to be conjunct natal Neptune. And so, yeah, this is kind of a confusing time. And also, again, we really did talk about this at the beginning. People are going to be sidetracked with love and doing what they love. And, you know, some people are going to be into money, but again, not at hysteria levels here for Ethereum. And it can be kind of confusing. It can be a time where people, again, might be like, oh, you know, Ethereum's not doing much, so I'm going to go watch some movies. Literally, you know, like, it's still loved, though. It really is. And again, I don't want to sound too negative on this, because there is some really good energy here that could kind of pop off there. But the theme of the few days here, it's just, we haven't gotten a lot of traction. You need to just keep going a little more. It's like, you know, when you're on that long bike ride and you literally feel your muscles getting stronger as you go. Like, that is how kind of this feels. Like, we're going to get better at this. We're going to get even more balanced, and where we don't have to think about it, and then we can create more. So we're right there. We're right there. It's creative. It's love. It's positive. So stay tuned for more. Don't forget to check out the playlist. Thanks for being here. For all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, all that good stuff. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.